So the first focus, obviously, for bottom is being able to get there. Often you see different styles of pulling guard or just the guard that you want to play. So my main focus before I even establish the position is realizing that I want to have control standing up so I can have the same kind of controls once I'm on the bottom. I don't like just like slapping hands and sitting, especially if I'm going against a black belt that's bigger than me. It's something I can do with lower belts or something like this. But in terms of keeping high quality and be able to focus on like consistency, I want to always have grip standing and pull in a very certain way. Depending on what guard you want to pull, this is going to establish. So the consistency that I'm going to play with pulling guard is going to be getting to open guard. So for me, I have a funnel always constantly going to one position, and I can connect all my guards from any of the guards inside that circle. So I can go deli hiva and go reverse deli hiva. I can go collar sleeve and go deli hiva, whatever it may be. So I always connect. So for me, what's really important is basically to establish deli hiva as soon as possible. But you can always change your feet and go to reverse deli hiva right away, or play collar and sleeve, whatever it may be. So what's important to me is obviously if I get a collar grip on Kyle, if I grab cross, obviously this is going to impact his posture a lot more than if I grab same side, which will impact his shoulder rotation. So for me, I like to grab specific grips for specific guards. The first one we're going to grab is going to be cross collar. This collar sometimes is further away to get. It's okay, it's not a big deal, but you just got to get the grip. You can still do the same side collar, it's fine, it's not a big deal. But the key here is that I don't just want to sit. This is a common misconception. This is something that will allow him to have more control than I do. So I want to make sure that I'm obviously pulling Kyle into the position that I want to start to right away. So for me, like I said, it doesn't really matter if you go cross or same side, I'll do both. But when I get this grip, the key here is that this hand and this collar grip that I've got have got to be constantly in a state of creating motion and movement. So if Kyle's shoulders don't move and his posture doesn't move too much, he's going to be able to break the grip right away when I pull, and he's going to be starting to pass right away. So I'm going to be basically keep him off balance the entire time. So when I get this grip here, what I want to do is I want to be able to point my elbow down. I want to protect myself here. What I like to do is like to shift my body weight. So what I want to do is basically put my left hand, my free hand, or my left elbow in the mat. That's going to be able to create a nice strong pull at an angle. And what I want to do is I'm going to follow up with the same side foot as the hand that I have in the collar. So that's going to be my right foot. So for me, what I like to do, like I said, is I'm looking to put that hand down or put that elbow down. But I'm trying to bring this foot up immediately to already be in control of this upper body. This foot can go to the shoulder and go to the bicep. It's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do. But for me, making a very quick adjustment, placing my foot right on the inside. So from there, obviously, I can do a lot of things. I can already go to collar and sleeve if I want to. If I don't want to do that, I can maybe just pull my leg on the outside and play deli hiva, playing the pant grip. Or if I'm in this position, I can place my foot on the hip, start squaring back up, and I can do my reverse deli hiva. So for me, all of my guards are going to come from that neutral, like head quarter-like position once I pull guard. But it's key here to obviously moving around very quickly. I'm not going to pull the sleeve grip because I'm not going to have control on him. So especially if Kyle grabs a grip and I break that sleeve, that collar grip off me, I want to make sure I'm getting ready to a collar grip as soon as I can. So if Kyle were to have that grip, like I said, I'd be breaking it, controlling it, and I would be letting go of that sleeve because it's going to dictate what guard I can play, unless you would play collar sleeve, but I wouldn't do that right away. The key here is that you notice that I have to have Kyle moving. So I just don't want to sit down. Kyle can like do flying arm bars, flying triangles, do passing right away. So the key is that I have off shift him right away, and I'm always pointing that elbow down and I'm pulling him into the guard. And I'm doing that by placing my hand down and pressing. You can see that Kyle already is basing his hand down, trying to find his posture. If his hand is on the mat and he's trying to find his posture, it's not on the grip, it's not on my legs, he's not passing. And then from there I can start establishing and playing the position that I want to. So the key here, again, the concept is that I'm already controlling distance standing up. So when I get in the bottom, that distance is already covered. Kyle's in a constant state of balance. So if he's already trying to find his balance, he's not trying to pass or break the grip. So everything that we're doing here, we're basically giving Kyle one extra job, and I make sure that job is the number one priority. So he has to do that before he can do anything that he wants to do. So depending on what guard you like to play, you could do like your own style of guard here, as long as it's like staying in the open guard like platform. I'm trying to make sure that I have a funnel getting into that grip sequence from standing. So if you'd like to play same side collar, it'd be the same type of thing. Cross collar, same type of thing. It's really up to you, but you're looking to create an off balance, taking away his stability with your guard pull and getting there as soon as possible and already starting to move him around from that position once you get on bottom.